Okay, please welcome with me our last presenting company for this afternoon panel, which is going to be digiBlitz.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Suresh Kannan, founder, inventor, and chief architect of digiBlitz. digiBlitz is a digital asset integration and monetization platform. We work on the space of Internet of Things, but we are very unique in our packaging of technology. We use blockchain, IoT integration, and smart contracts, everything under one technology. So the industry, we are kind of a neural network business networking company. Basically, we build the business Internet of Business network, and then start adding more business components on top of it to make it more relevant to the enterprise. There are many verticals we serve: urban development, the smart city, smart factory, rural development, smart agriculture. So this is our elevator pitch. While the customers are not, the modern day customers are not ready to pay for the naked data, they are looking for value. So what we do is, compared to the most of the other companies in the market, which focus on getting the data from the Internet of Things and then throwing it in the face of the customer to do the analytics, what we create is we create value out of this data and make Internet of Values in our business network, which is more relevant to the enterprise customer to consume it. So the traditional problems, what we are trying to solve is the current industry problem is there are billions of devices getting into the internet. So making internet going to as a very clogged and not going to be very difficult for the enterprises to consume these Internet of Things. So the other problem is the cloud platform guys keep collecting the data, and then every time you need real-time data from this Internet of Things, whether it is mobility vehicle or from smart factory, you need to analyze data and make a decision quickly. So in real time, near real time. So getting into the historical evidence can only solve certain problems, but you need to solve certain, for example, running a smart city. You're not going to be digging data deeper to solve the smart city problem than controlling the traffic in a smart city, right? You need real-time data, and sometimes the real-time data, just data itself is not going to solve the problem. We need to get the data and the value and the state of the data every second needs to be available for the enterprise to monitor. That's what we are targeting. So there are a lot of evidences for in the industry current business processes, how they are a lot of problems in terms of inefficiencies, in terms of centralization. Data jumps from one system to the other system and get lost in the enterprise. We all have seen this in the enterprise world, but moving forward in the real-time world, driven by these smart technologies, you're not going to be getting time to go back to the historical evidence. You got to solve the problems right in there. So that's going to force the companies to adapt to different supply chain mechanism, probably a parallel supply chain which directly deals with these real-time data. So the artificial intelligence already is making a lot of progress in the market. So the more AI gets into the enterprise, the more we are talking about the edge side, because artificial intelligence has to really solve the real-time problem, not the historical problem. What are the root causes? The lack of transparency, inefficiencies with the intermediaries. Most of the systems we built are having a lot of intermediates, which can be vulnerable to attacks, which is vulnerable to failures. Then we have process problems. Every process in the enterprise takes a lot of time to complete. And then the lack of trust. The trust in the current generation systems are centralized trust. We trust some systems manager. We trust some servers. we trust some application. Basically, the control is with some central authority. We are going to attack that by taking that central authority and making it as a distributed authority, controlled by the pair of systems, not just one system. So how we solve this problem? We create something called capsule. We take the data, naked data from the internet, from any edge device, and then we attach tiny bits of code, smart contract or tiny artificial intelligence code, plus the state of the data as it exists in the device or as it happens in the device will be capsuled together, and that capsule will be captured, and then network of capsule will be formed, kept inside digiBlitz network. Then our enterprise components will come and start working on those capsules versus going and working on the data. So it's Internet of Values versus Internet of Data. So this is our approach, the process. We connect, we chain, we encapsulate, then we realize and automate the process, which is easier for the enterprise to adapt. Because it's not just only capturing the values, network of values, but we need to make this data more relevant to the enterprise applications and what the enterprise world to consume it and automate it. Everything is being done within the platform with many 3 layers of applications working tandem with each other. So this is the schematic diagram, how it works. So data, functions, and state. Then we run the hidden algorithms within the network, and we create capsule out of it. And finally, we create a network of DCN, digiBlitz capsule network, which is nothing but network of capsules. Once these network of capsules are made available, the enterprise can go and start doing, or enterprise can start parallelly doing activities from the other side, where the network of values are available. Enterprise can start doing all the other things that enterprise needs to do. This is the packaging of various components. These are the features. I can share this data later. So this is how typically the system works. We bring in the from the blockchain technology, we bring in the distributed ledger. Then we bring in our distributed DCN network, which is values, right? The Internet of Values. Then we make a consortium, which within the consortium, you get the decent immutable data, immutable ledger, and then immutable values. Then you start making smart contracts, now driven by the consensus on smart contracts. In that way, the whole organization can be made run as an autonomous organization. So team, myself, and a couple of people, the vice president, and then the developers. A small team of 6, 7 people right now working. These are our competitors. We identified big guys are there because they are everywhere. Other than that, there are very unique competitors over here. How to invest in digiBlitz? The company is held by 71% right now by me as an individual, and then rest with the bunch of friends. Now, the pre-money value is very high because we already built the platform. Almost 70% of the platform is we built, and we started already doing some POCs. So the pre-money value is higher, but it comes with the with the post value is going to be much higher to yield the return. So that's the point. 40 cents per share is what we are targeting. And the unique proposition what we are offering here is, apart from the enterprise world, we also are launching community network driven by cryptocurrency coins. These two are 2 different worlds. We are not going to mix with each other, but the software will be is being submitted to the community, which will run the open network community-based network, community-driven blockchain, community-driven DCN network. With the enterprise, we build private and consortium specifically built for the enterprise. That is going to be enterprise side of it, and this is going to be the public side. Public side essentially is driven by coin. So exit strategy, we are looking for investors to take us to the next level, then eventually the IPO and ICO. The current revenue, we are closer to 550K. Then we are going to be closing to 660 this year. And then the revenue upon funding, we are expecting the growth like this way, which is pretty conservative. The funding needs and proceeds, initially we are looking for close to $1 million, but 700K is going to go for digiBlitz Enterprise and 300K for the community. But investors can participate in both, or they can choose which one they want to do. Then eventually, these are the things that we need to, the proceeds will be used for. And stage A, we are expecting close to $5 million for the enterprise software. And then for the coin world or the open world, it's going to be $12 million. Thank you. I have a demo of the real estate trading on our platform. I've made it available right now if you guys want to see it. So basically, how to use this platform to create a digital real estate asset trading, taking a piece of real estate and chopping it into fractional tradable assets and put it into a consortium which is driven by smart contracts and autonomous consensus algorithm. Okay. You can reach me for the demo or later also I'm ready to do it. Thank you.
Any questions?